The Lindke family just surpassed the one-year mark of a tragedy that would shake this family to its core. Josh, the quarterback's coach for the Irish, along with his mom, Marcy, his two brothers, Jake and Jordan, and his little sister, McKenna, would all find their own ways of coping the loss of a husband and a father figure. Something that pulled the Lindke family out of one of the darkest moments of their lives and gave them hope was the game of football and the community they grew up in. Sports have always been a part of Josh Lindke's life. From the time he was an Anthony Wayne General, along with his two younger brothers, Jake and Jordan, to assistant coaching on the sidelines for Bowling Green, St. Francis, and now Central Catholic. When Josh was 10, he was introduced to someone that would inspire him on and off the field until this very day.
So he was a younger guy, Jeff, our stepdad. He was a younger guy, and so we met him. It was kind of funny because we moved back here. My parents got divorced here from Illinois, and we moved back here. My mom's like, I want to introduce you to somebody, and this old guy came running out of this house, and we're like, who is that? And then Jeff followed afterwards, and that was kind of our first interaction with him. He fell in love with us quickly, and we fell in love with him.
Jeff was on the '88 Anthony Wayne team, the last one to win an NLL title before the Generals claimed it back in 2017. The Lindkes and Jervises would find themselves on the opposite sides of youth football.
There was like the black team, the gray team, the blue team, and I was on the white team. And he coached the black team with a couple of his buddies. He always used to say he had blitzes in because I played quarterback, and they'd have blitzes in like called Kill Josh.
I'm like, you better not. And so he's like, I'm just kidding, I'm just kidding. He knew Josh's talent, so he was prepping his team to try to get to Josh. It didn't work, but it was a good concept at the time.
That's really where I saw, kind of why coaching took a role in my life too, because I saw the impact that he had on kids away from the game.
Somehow, Jeff and Marcy, along with their little girl McKenna, would find some time away from the Anthony Wayne sidelines, cheering on the big brothers. They adopted a new pastime, heading out to the boat every weekend.
This past summer was definitely a highlight in our marriage, for sure.
Friday, August 17th, 2018, Jeff and Marcy made their way to Put-in-Bay for a day on their boat, and that would be the last time.
You know, we had a fender fall off the left front corner of the boat, and, he turned the boat around and was going to run over the fender, thinking it was just going to pop out of the back end of the boat, and he would catch it off the back swim platform. And he ended up falling in, and of course I didn't know how to drive the boat.
Went down under one time, came back up, and he told my mom, he said, Marce, I'm going to drown.
I threw several things out to him, and he just couldn't make it back.
46-year-old Jeffrey Jervis wouldn't resurface until the next day. At the time, Josh was an assistant coach for the St. Francis Knights. The weekend after Jeff's accident, the love from the Anthony Wayne community was in full force.
When he passed, they put a decal on the youth league helmet for him because he played such a big role in the youth community.
There was a game at Anthony Wayne in St. Francis. They were playing St. Francis, and the whole team came out and surrounded Josh, and they made a tribute. Anthony Wayne made a tribute. We were very involved. The kids were very involved, and so it was pretty cool. Yeah.
As a community, we took a moment of silence to recognize two kids that graduated from our program, regardless of which sideline they're on, was important to us.
While Jeff helped teach his family the game of football, Jeff's life taught his family even more about how to live theirs.
What God has done in our lives and helped us see the positive throughout this terrible tragedy has definitely been a big presence in our household, I think.
It's unfortunate that we've had to go through something like that to give us a new perspective on life. We're trying to let his legacy live on, through us, and he'd be proud of what we're doing in the past year, so. What an honor it was to tell the Lindke and Jervis family story, and I'm now joined by Coach Lindke, Josh. One of the first things you mentioned to me was the impact that the Anthony Wayne community had on your family. It's something your mom talked a lot about, Marcy. How did that community support affect your family last summer? It was amazing. It was overwhelming support, and we've obviously lived there for about 15, 16 years now in that area, so the support was amazing, and we got thousands and thousands of text messages and people calling us and bringing food
to the house, and then obviously what Coach Brungard, and John Schneider, the AD at Anthony Wayne, what they were able to do with that game last year when I was at St. Francis, having that moment of silence was really special. It was really special to my mom, my brothers, my sister. So they've been unwavering. It's been awesome, the support that we've gotten from that community. So.
No, we appreciate it so much. It was a really good story to tell, and I'm glad that I was able to do it. Josh has to go coach now, so we'll let Josh go, but thank you so much, Josh.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it, and we really appreciate you doing the story. You did an amazing job, and my mom was fired up, and she was in tears this morning, so we really appreciate you and what you guys are doing, so thank you.